da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Hold that smile just long enough for me to push you away. You unknowingly slipping through my fingers. I know it's unexpected, but please don't cry, 'cause I can't apologize.
But by now, how do you think Sue feels about herself? She's in 6th grade. She's already had 2 sexual partners. Wow. You think she feels good about herself? No. And she thinks that the only way that boys will like her is if she participates in sex or sexual activity. And then she meets Ned. Ned heard about Sue from Fred and heard that she's kind of a party time girl and she's all about the fun. And he's really after just the fun. So come here, Ned. Give me your arm. It won't hurt you. I won't put your sticking left with Sue. She's out of her sticky possibilities, okay? So really Ned's just there for what? Sex or sexual activity? And then he says, see you later, Sue. Okay? But poor Ned now has some Fred and some Ted and a little bit of Sue. And what Sue didn't understand is that Ned had a little bit of somebody else's business going on with him. And he has an STD. Sue meets Teresa, the educator, Teresa, who talks to her about renewing her abstinence. From this point forward, she's going to decide to live a life abstinent from risky behaviors. And she meets Eric in college, and they fall in love and get married. Eric determined early on in his life that he was going to be abstinent from risky behaviors like sex or sexual activity until after he was married. Okay, so I'm going to get Sue and Eric married real quick. How many of you think marriage is easy? It's not close. It's a relationship and it takes work. So Sue and Eric start to have some problems. How many of you think they're going to be able to stick together? And he got Ted, Ned, and Fred, and he's no longer with Sue, the love of his life. And he made choices in his life to remain abstinent until after he was married. How many of you think sex is just about the physical? Sue is carrying some serious emotional baggage. And she didn't deal with that baggage, and she took it into her relationship. And she can't make it stick. Because she gave all of her stickiness to, who was her first boyfriend? Ted, and then Fred, and then Ned.
Where's that promise of a love I must have missed?